there's a panic, and obviously we could see it in the markets where Nvidia is not able to make all-time highs, even though it had an amazing earnings last week. WorldCoin was another one of those projects where they wanted to get everybody's identity on a decentralized ledger so that you can validate everything. I didn't want to risk holding those contracts, and then, who the hell knew Iran might never happen. Eventually, the market makers will come in. They will treat ICP as a technology that is useful, that is needed.
And if you host it in Japan, where like the hyperliquid servers are located, then milliseconds make a difference.
Welcome to the show. This is the Moon Boys podcast. My name's Theo, and today I'm joined by Matt and Rom Reactor. How's it going today, guys?
Looking good. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, amazing, doing great. Loving the weather finally in New York too. So it's getting warm. I kind of broke my back the other day shoveling, and thankfully now the weather's shoveling for me. So.
Beats the weather in Iran,
yeah. yeah. With what would it call meteor showers and
we could get into
that. Chance of meteor showers and fog, heavy fog.
Nothing here's financial advice. We're not financial advisors, just some guys on the internet.
Matt's retarded. So yeah, don't listen to me.
Regards, it's like I've seen like the Wall Street bets ranking. I was watching a video about how like the origins of Wall Street bets. We could kind of get into it. It's a pretty cool little short story, but yeah, there was like now there's a ranking on Wall Street bets where it's like to graduate to become a regard, you have to go from being to become a full retard. You first start as a regard, which is like kind of like a degenerate retard. You go like all into options or futures trading or some shit, and then you get fucked eventually. Like what happened to some guy, like he would buy a whole bunch of he thought like, hey, it's an amazing time to buy futures corn because all the predictions saying like corn is gonna go up in price. So you buy a whole bunch of corn, then something happens like COVID, nobody needs corn, and all of a sudden the
you get a good rain
delivered right to your door immediately, even though it was like 3 months out. You had the futures contract, and now you're stuck with worthless corn or something like that. And then that's how you graduate into a full retard. And if you're still within the community, yeah, you're probably going to become like a super millionaire, because usually retards, they only go one way. They either give up and kill themselves or oh shit, yeah, we got a phone call, guys. Okay, what's going on? Oh crap, Bogdanov's calling. 1 second. Yes, Bogdanov. Yeah, everything is going good according to plan. We had Donald Trump executed these missile strikes wonderfully. Yeah, he did sell. Yeah. What Bogdanov? Not good. Oh, guys.
Welcome to the show, G.
He hung up.
Yeah,
I don't know. It's not good news.
I had to set up my laptop. I was on my phone.
Nice. We hear you loud and clear.
Yeah.
But we just had some bad news from Bogdanov, guys. He's not happy with the markets.
Back to McDonald's.
He's not gonna be happy for a long time.
He's happy for a long time. So we got to investigate.
First time on the show, G. Tell us about yourself.
Oh well, I used to do IT. I'm not in IT no more. I used to do IT. I started out very young. I worked for Referrals, Citigroup, Bank of America, and then during the housing market crashed, I switched my trade. I actually got into one of the trade unions. So now, I switched. I'm doing something different, but I actually got into crypto late. A friend told me about Bitcoin. By the time I found out, Bitcoin was at, I think, $400, but I didn't fully understand what was going on. And
those are good days.
Yeah, and I started looking into it before we had the COVID. It was before COVID. I got in around COVID, and by that time it had that big jump where it went to from a couple hundreds to 3,000, 4,000. If I only knew what was going on. Now I know.
Now we know. Yeah, it's good. A lot of people still don't know, so yeah, that's what we're trying to get people to understand. Yeah. This is my screen you put up. Yeah. I mean, before I was even going to share anything. Basically, G, he has a lot of cool news about ICP. I know. Looking at the token, it's kind of like Matt's pulse. But
hey man, it's an altcoin bear market. I mean, we're not going to judge.
Yeah. So we're not gonna judge, and we love potential. I mean, where do I have ICP? I have it right here. I'm gonna pull it up.
I saw it there. Yeah.
Yeah. There we go. So yeah, G, let's talk about what's going on with ICP. How you got to know about it. and basically, yeah, all the cool stuff going on.
Well, I got to know. How did I get to know about it? I got to know about it because I started basically going on chain and trying to use some of these projects. I had a coin a token that I bought called a while back called Jasmine. I'm pretty sure you guys heard of Jasmine before, right?
Yeah, that's the Japanese one, right? I think.
Yeah, so when I started doing the research, I had to go to their website. I had to translate everything that was being said because it was all in Japanese and stuff like that. But they really don't have a working product. They really don't have shit. It's just talk. You understand? They show all these devices and all this shit, but there's nothing really going on. You understand? That's what that's what most of these projects is. Most of the projects are basically some projects are just projects that you could make other tokens. Some projects are, oh, you can stake here, you can provide liquidity. This is a new meme coin. It's really nothing behind it. There's really nothing behind
We
it.
call that fake it till you make it.
Yeah, but besides Bitcoin and besides Ethereum smart contracts, everything else, you're not, besides some of the other things that's like what ICP is providing, is actually providing online cloud, online cryptographic cloud on chain, fully on chain, which I've used. You understand? Which I've been on. I've actually tried to put a website and check this out myself. I tried to start. I started using their caffeine AI, which is pretty cool too. If you check out, it's already gonna start bringing them in revenue. Most, as you know, most of these projects they don't really have revenue besides selling their coins. That's their revenue. I mean, they get you to buy in, and they're selling the coins in the back. That's how they're making revenue. That's how they're keeping up. Unless they're making some type of fee, you understand? They're not really making that much revenue. And even Ethereum, that's making money in fees, is not. They're still not getting that much. If you go look at their analytics on how much revenue is coming in, you understand, to what to the price that they have in bills. Basically, it's not adding up. It's not, they're losing. All this shit is losing. So I'm like, yo, how
You
the
mean
fuck is all this shit?
like they're spending more on infrastructure
Yes, they're
versus at the
spending
moment
more
what
than
income
that
is coming into them?
that's making in. All of them are doing that. Mostly all of them. So I suspect most of them, they're most likely selling. The only thing they're doing is they're getting you to buy in, and they're selling their tokens in the background. That's
Yeah.
it. That's how they
To
sell a
why?
portion of their token.
Yep, that makes sense because yep, because they're still at a 1.32 billion market cap, so they have a lot of funds within the market to extract to keep pushing into building the infrastructure, and eventually once the clients come in and the demand is there, they will be perfectly positioned to get that income. Kind of how like right now everybody's using AWS, but we all seen what's happening with AWS and how it just crumbles into pieces, yeah, and that affects like billions of dollars, where ICP is offering a solution where it's decentralized, and that those centralized crumbling pieces will be mitigated if you use a decentralized cloud, like I'm assuming infrastructure.
Well, what they just did, Europe just said that they want to take their any platform that they have, basically their data off Amazon Web Services that's mostly stationed in with their networks mostly in the United States. They don't want it there no more. They don't want their data there no more. And also on top of that, you had Amazon having a problems where they totally shut down. Their whole service went down. I couldn't. I called. I basically got which was trying to get in contact with Empower. You know, where I have certain investments in their on their platform. I tried to call them. What I didn't know was that their whole line, their whole phone line is on Amazon Web Service, so you couldn't even get in contact with them. Forget about getting on the website. That I was like, what? Hold up, I didn't know that Amazon Web Service, that a lot of these companies have their phone lines basically on Amazon Web Service, and if it goes down, that was it. You can't even call it. And when I called them, that's what they explained. Oh yeah, Amazon was down. I'm like, oh, okay, okay. But All these things are coming to change. Europe don't want their data on basically sitting on Amazon in the United States no more. Whatever problems they have going on, political problems they got with the United States, they don't want their data sitting on the United States. And I think that has to do with a bunch of issues. I think the United States fucked themselves over when they took that money froze Russia's money and decided to give it to Ukraine. I think that started a steamroll of problems that they can't go back for. Nations ain't stupid no more. You see, everybody's buying gold. They're not buying U.S. treasuries no more. They've put themselves in a real bad situation. They're not coming back from this. I don't see them coming back.
Yeah. No, I agree. I think like once the kind of like this is like the situation with Bitcoin. Once the rabbit is pulled out of the hat, you cannot go back.
It's too late.
So it's
It's
too
too
late,
late.
and
It's too late.
we're very early in this understanding of what even the potential of blockchain technology is. A lot of people don't even understand the AI deepfakes that are going to be going on soon. That are going to be so good that it will be scary, and the only way to validate it is with blockchain. So yeah, a lot of potential. Who will even take into that step of the game? Where will it be the governments, or will it be like a decentralized validator, or maybe like a kind of like what OpenAI is even trying to do with WorldCoin? So WorldCoin was another one of those projects where they wanted to get everybody's identity on a decentralized ledger so that you can validate everything. And they were doing it with your eye. It was pretty creepy going around in the hackathons that I would attend, and they would have OpenAI and WorldCoin there. They would have this little eye device, scanning device, and they would scan your eyeball and put it onto the blockchain, and then from there on, your identity is now stored officially on chain. So,
And that's how you got tokens, by trading your eye print?
no, it's just how you would open an account. That's like your wallet. Your
Yeah.
eyeball is your wallet.
So G, this ICP is basically you said it's online storage, no? It's decentralized storage.
So it's basically storage on the blockchain. You understand?
Yeah, it's decentralized cloud storage.
It's
What
basically
sets that apart from Filecoin and another project like that, in your opinion?
another project that's like ICP.
Like Filecoin.
No, like Filecoin or
I don't think. I don't remember the exact comparisons. You can check it out. It's not exactly the same thing at all. Exactly the same thing at all. I see they've been on the move. I told Vic, I was like, listen, they just got a bunch of new things that they're gonna be doing in Pakistan. They cut a deal with Pakistan. They just
Yeah, no, I remember you were sending me some news about the Bitcoin. They're putting Bitcoin on ICP, and now you
they
can
already did.
finally.
It's chain key Bitcoin, no bridges.
Yeah.
Went back 1-to-1 with Bitcoin, straight, no bridges, straight interaction with the Bitcoin blockchain. So
Yeah, there we go. We got a little ChatGPT prompt for what exactly the difference between Filecoin and ICP is. So let's see if this makes sense. We have to always kind of like double check. AI, you can build full websites and software on it. ICP runs app, Filecoin hard drive, ICP computers. So you pay people to store your files. That's Filecoin, while ICP is your
the actual
building.
Compute the actual energy and compute power, basically, in effect. Yeah, fair enough.
Oh,
Sweet.
nice. Let's see if we can generate an image. But yeah. So we have now a key. So if I have my Bitcoin, it's fully compatible with my ICP wallet, or how does that work?
Well, you can convert it to chain key. It's back 1-to-1 with
So it's like a bridge.
It's not just Bitcoin. I think it's Bitcoin. They have Bitcoin and Ethereum right now, if I'm right. You understand? I haven't really checked out the Ethereum, but they have chain key Bitcoin and I think chain key Ethereum. You can look it up. You understand?
Is it a bridge? So you're like depositing it to a smart contract,
no bridges.
and then
That's what it is. That's what it's not. No bridges. No more bridges. It interacts straight with the blockchain.
I mean, if it's a 1-to-1, that's a bridge.
Coke's not going to like that.
The whole concept of a bridge is like when you deposit one, you get another. Right? So,
well, I'm not sure exactly on.
If there's no bridge, then you would not need 1-to-1. It would just
look it up. Look it up. You have it. Look it up right now. It'll tell you.
I mean, I'm just trying to make sense out of it, but from my technical experience, whenever you get 1-to-1, that's called a bridge from a technological standpoint.
You have to put Bitcoin in.
Yeah,
It's
of course. You get
chain key
Bitcoin
is
and then you get chain key
CK
Bitcoin. Yep.
Bitcoin. It's CK
Yeah, but if
Bitcoin.
anybody ever steals those Bitcoins from that's backing 1-to-1, you're kind of screwed. So it's just the key would be like how secure is that bridge? That would be your any point of risk. If it's
ICP connects
let's
to
see.
Bitcoin directly at the protocol level.
Yep.
It's
Nice.
not a bridge.
That's nice.
It communicates directly with it. Yeah, that's nice. Pretty cool.
It cannot hit it. It's going to be very difficult when it's not a bridge. You have numerous problems.
Yeah.
Numerous hacks.
So you're depositing this Bitcoin to a wallet. I see. And then it interacts with that. Okay. Interesting.
Sweet.
So is the ICP wallet like officially UTXO compatible like Bitcoin wallet basically?
Look it up.
So I don't have an ICP. I only have like a Trezor and a Ledger. What does that mean? I could transfer, or it doesn't really matter at this point, right? If it's
so
if it's
Cardano uses extended UTXO, and I can store those no problem in my Trezor. So it's just a matter of
So you can use Ledger for ICP.
You don't have to. It has its own wallet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You don't have
So
to.
my
And
Bitcoin, I could transfer to ICP wallet, no problem. Basically, like ICP wallet has
Yes.
a Bitcoin address that you can transfer it to.
You,
And then,
you,
When I
but you have
search
to.
up ICP
you have
wallet
to
though,
create-
there's no hits. What's the?
You get your wallet by creating an internet identity. You have to create an internet identity first.
So I have to do it from the website, right?
yeah. I remember.
okay.
Yeah, you have to log in and to get the wallet from them, it is linked to your identity.
Cool.
so it's
similar
KYC.
to Worldcoin.
But is that KYC just to get the wallet, or
No, there's no KYC. That's the beauty of it. When you
It's
create
like
your internet
email or something.
identity, it's no KYC.
It's like what, email based, or is it like a seed phrase they give you? I haven't never finished that
No,
process.
not email based. Look it up, Vic. Look it up. It's right there. I'm not gonna even because I'm not a I don't work for Definity.
I mean, like, oh yeah, it's like, so it's to build apps. You're saying, right. Yeah, if you need to hold ICP, obviously you don't need KYC. You could just get the coins
Yeah.
and store them. But to build the apps, yeah, that's where you need to make an account, and if you want to use their cloud storage and whatnot, yeah.
And does it have an SDK or something for making the apps, or is it using some
Yeah.
third party?
Yeah. No, they have. I didn't get into the development. This is what I was waiting for Gene to hit me up if there's ever like a hack.
Well, I'll tell you where to go.
But yeah, I think it's right here. IC SDK, Internet Computer Development Kit. So you can install on your Mac, Windows. Yeah, sure. It's a GitHub dev.
Let's go.
Quick start developer tools.
Vic,
Oh wait,
you can go to
application
NNS.IC.
Yeah, so the way it works is like you're going to be like, once you create this account, to my understanding, you have these canisters, and the way these canisters works is similar to like Filecoin storage in a way, but they like, it's funded by ICP essentially, and yeah, like one of the back, so you could have your backend canister communicate with your front end canister, and that's how you create a application. And then you could also connect the domain name to this as well. But this is how your Web3 app would function.
Chart looks like trash, though. Would you buy it here?
I mean, with the chart, so I would have to go to the weekly trend, and it hasn't flipped bullish yet.
Like
so it's
down
still,
only, yeah.
It's still bearish. It's still resisting the. It kind of had like a pump here, but you can see that it really did pumped heavy. But the 200 MA, it's still like it hasn't hit. So it just started generating, and it did resist it. So if you see that it did resist the 200, that's a big, still bearish trend. Bear for now. Eventually, though, this is what we're talking about. Eventually, this is not going to matter, because what you're going to see is, like, you see out here, for example, there was a nice pump event, and it went above the 50 MA. And then it kind of like went below it right away. So like that's still bearish. But here, like, it kind of held it. This was a bullish chance. But still, once it goes 50, you have to sell. If you don't sell, you're going to get eaten alive, right? The rules of crypto is the bullish trend has to hold strong. So there's supposed to be a bounce, and it should have broke. So you could see there was resistance over here, still bearish. Eventually, the market makers will come in. They will treat ICP as a technology that is useful, that is needed. That's a key word, is needed. Once people realize when a technology is needed, this is when you will see right away, boom. Like, I could even draw it out for you. Like, if like tomorrow all of a sudden ICP is needed, this would happen right away. Like, boom. like a big nice candle, up, something like this. Then it would be retest, you know, another candle like boom, back down like here somewhere. But it would hold this level. And then the next candle will be another one like boom. And then it would just keep going up, up, up. That's when you can start buying. You could start buying here once you see that happen.
Why would you? But I don't understand. Why would
Now, like you
start-
might start buying here, but then here it might go down like, you know, like, okay, you've got to start
But
buying.
you're saying to buy it
The
there.
average is still going to keep going down, you know? So like
Mhm.
even if like once a coin goes to like 50 cents or whatever, let's say like this bear, they're going to push it to 50. You don't know when it's going to stop. The averages will be here. So you're going to get a better price. Then you're going to get in like over here. You see what I mean?
Mhm.
But you're going to be getting in a bullish trend, and that's what you want because now you're kind of confident that it's going up. You don't know how much it could go up. Heck, it's going to could be in price discovery. Sorry, I'm kind of drawing a little too much now.
So, G, are you like buying it here? Or are you dollar cost averaging for a while, or what's your strategy with ICP?
I already have. I've been buying it for a while. I'm gonna be buying more, probably like at the $2 range, even if it goes under $1. But they changed their tokenomics, so they just.
I think it has a good chance to go down here, maybe like to $1.18, and that might be a good place to start buying as well, especially if alts or like BTC turns bullish, you know, and then alts have a way better chance to finally recover as well. That could be interesting because the wicks I do like these, like this crazy wick that was formed in October, and most tokens have already went to it. Like
Welcome,
Compound,
Axel,
for
to the show.
example,
Just to catch you up on things, we're talking about ICP right now.
has some
nice.
room. XRP also had that wick, so you already caught up to it basically. That crazy wick on October 8th, XRP already finished it. And it went even lower. It created another crazy wick, so now this one probably is going to get closed as well. So yeah, I do look into the charts and how the market makers, what prices they are able to push down, and then how in the bear trend, how ironically those prices go there anyway. That's a trend that I did notice with the wicks. Could also be, let's see, Polygon I think had that wick as well.
Axel,
yeah.
do you use ICP for anything?
You know, it's funny. Not yet, but I've been looking at it a lot for agents.
Yeah.
And it's definitely on my radar. I'm going to start building back up some agents for trading. Right now, I haven't done any agents for trading. I've just been going deep with the OpenClaw.
Yeah.
To really understand it. And then when I feel comfortable that, you know, I can use it for first paper trading to see what it does with fake, you know, paper trades, and then go there. But ICP has some really interesting stuff for agentic trading. Same with that other one you showed me, what's it called, Coin Bank?
Yeah, so I just hooked up BankerBot's API to my OpenClaw last night, so I'm
Nice.
starting to play with it. Yeah,
That's awesome. I have not gone there. Did you give it any actual funds?
no, like I just hooked up the API. That's it so far. I haven't
Nice.
actually used it. Yeah,
I've been hearing a lot about OpenClaw.
I'm trying to give it more capabilities.
Yeah, it's. I think it's the OpenClaw is like the inflection point. It's the like you know, something happens. Like when we first all saw ChatGPT, I'm sure everybody was like,
Yeah,
wow.
I did see my friend tinker with it, but you know, like the thing is with like I already have the Visual Studio. It's already kind of like OpenClaw-ish, and that's kind of already bugging me out. Like I don't like the fact that this LLM is going into my files, reading it, changing it freely.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what its memory limitations are.
Yeah,
What if like the server crashes and it restarts and then it just forgets exactly everything it changed, and now like it's your system files that you gave it permissions to because you're
Yeah, well, those are all very.
and then you're like,
You
boom.
need backups from.
Yeah.
You need
now
backups.
all of us, now, and you didn't do your backup, and it's like,
Yeah, those are
or
all
like
very
your back-
legitimate concerns, you know.
So
That's
like, I kind of stay away with it, or I would limit it. Like I would love to install it. I haven't installed it yet to do just basic things like git commits.
I would
purges,
recommend don't ever install it on your main computer. Get a separate. You know, you don't need a Mac Mini, but I found that they run the best on Mac.
yeah, me
Just
too.
because of the way it interacts with the operating
Linux.
system. Linux too,
Yeah.
but on Mac,
have
for
a Mac
example, I can have it surf a website on not headless, but like a real Chrome browser, and actually do stuff.
But what if I use like a virtual terminal environment on a
Yeah.
Mac?
You can do that as well.
Yeah, you can do that. Yeah, I would isolate it though, like really, like Docker isolate it, or even run it on like Hostinger. I set up a separate Ubuntu server with clusters. I don't know if you know Kubernetes, K8 I set up K3 clusters. So they all have their own isolated namespace. It's just like a different type of Docker situation.
And then here you guys have the installation quick install guide from OpenClaw.
Yeah.
Is this the actual website? I think this is a fake website, openclaws.io.
Could be.
Oh, careful.
I feel like that's like a real website. Yeah. Just type in like OpenClaw instead of putting OpenClaw install. Just put in
I think it's
OpenClaw.
openclaw.com.
Yeah.
Does it say connect wallet or put your seed phrase in here?
Yeah.
I
Don't
guess
don't go to this.
They don't.
Just type
They
in
don't have
OpenClaw.
a. They don't have like. Where are their docs? This is not their docs.
No, yeah, openclaw.ai, yeah.
Okay, there we go. Okay, sorry. So wow, that's crazy. So, look at that, guys. No, that's this is the second one that I clicked accidentally.
That's the fake
Wow.
one. Yeah.
.ai is a real one.
That's cool. How they are able to get their SEO so well, and then they even have another one. Holy shit!
But just go to the main website. Like, don't go to the
Yeah,
docs.
sorry.
Just go to the main
This
website, like OpenClaw.
No, I mean, the docs is where you would get the.
No, the main website is where you get the installer.
Why would that be?
Just because I know the website. So right there on the front, like if you go down, there it is, the NPM quick start.
The quick
Right there.
install, yeah.
This one?
Yeah, NPM, one-liner, da-da-da-da-da.
Oh, okay, npm. Oh, but it's like for node package manage. Okay, so you need a node package. So you still have to install if you don't have npm.
Node.js, yeah.
Yeah, and then you can do macOS companion app.
Yeah, I don't know. I just do the one-liner on a terminal.
What this is?
So could we hook up ICP to OpenClaw? Is there an API?
Probably.
For that?
I haven't
Yeah.
gone down that rabbit hole yet.
They
but-
use Monoko as
Yeah, so it still goes to the docs. But let's see what skills are. Oh yeah, I remember. Okay, so there's these skills that you could give to it, but you got to be careful with there's like only a couple good ones. And
Yeah, the skills hub.
You've got to be careful you don't give it the ability to hack you then or something like that, yeah?
Yeah.
yeah, you could
Yeah,
put a
It has that by default.
Yeah.
and then you're done.
Yeah, at the beginning there was a lot of panic about that. So then they partnered with a security firm that audits the plugins in their marketplace. But honestly, you could just code your own skills, and also you can use the Claude code itself, not OpenClaw, but Claude code. Does a lot of the same things even better. So I use that in the IDE also, and you could just mix and match them really. I mean, and it also depends on your level of experience, and the experience in the AI world. AI world moves as faster, not faster than crypto. They say like a week in the AI world was like a month in the real world, and now it's like 3 months. So
not necessarily. I mean, there was a big concern. So I was watching this video where basically OpenAI. This is exactly why right now, currently, the markets are resisting. Also, so they actually had very optimistic. They were very optimistic that they were going to get to general AI just by scaling hardware. My God, not ICP. Sorry, NVIDIA. Just by scaling hardware. And when they went from ChatGPT 4 to GPT 5, and they invested so much money, they put like billions of dollars into this. The guy was so happy, Sam Altman, to press the start button of the computer and run the test. And when they ran the test, it was like insignificant improvements for what the amount was put. So all of a sudden, their ideology of just scaling and getting to general AI was shot. Like, it's not happening. You need mathematicians to get back into the game and to make algorithms for the AI to actually become better to reach general AI. So right now there's a panic, and obviously we can see it in the markets where NVIDIA is not able to make all-time highs, even though it had an amazing earnings last week. Even getting, not even including the Iran situation, which could be a proxy for a flash crash, but the markets alone already are resisting all-time highs, and because of that failed OpenAI, basically ChatGPT 5 and 5.6 and all the things, it's getting hit to limits. There's this fear that it might not be the revolution that people are all paying for.
What about Anthropic?
Anthropic is also having problems. They just got banned from what do you call it, the Pentagon, and they're still using it. There was another article I read that all AIs that were playing war games like Civilization,
they all press the nukes.
95%, yeah, 95% of them press nukes, and it's not good. And then also there was a guy that like started talking to Anthropic Claude in Chinese, and Claude was saying that it's DeepSeek. So now they're saying that Claude is basically using DeepSeek's models and a lot of Chinese influence into training it, but they're not releasing that. So there's this obviously security risk with China.
Didn't Claude scrape the internet anyway, like to train its model initially?
Yeah. So we're getting into
they don't give a shit.
limitations with AI, and it's awesome. It's a nice prediction tool. I do love it as an LLM, as how it could read and understand, have some form of understanding and logic, which is amazing. I just don't know if that logic is going to get any better. And at this point,
it just depends a lot for your use case. It's very, very individual.
like who's using this to trade for now, for example? The technology is here. Why aren't people using it to make
it will
noise?
also learn like a human by repetition. So I mean, it won't be perfect first time, but if you train it to do a specific thing, then it will in theory get better over time. But no, you've also got to just find the correct use case and put it to work. Be the first person to
I have on my desktop, like I could pull up this code. So before I wanted to build a trading robot, I called it Finrock GitHub. Let's see if I have. So basically this was an LLM, but not an LLM. I guess you could call it a candlestick prediction model. So like a CSM. This is my GitHub right here, FinTalk. So the CSM code I was using, basically, was it the Pyrobot? Yeah, Pyro technology. Yep, I remember. The guy who made it, he's pretty smart. He does Python lessons on YouTube, and I was using his code to kind of basically run the prediction model. There's a multi-processing model, and which is what he built. That was really good, and he had a single processing. But we were getting into multi-processing prediction models. This code got really complex. I myself did not write this. This is all him. I was just editing it and tweaking it with AI. It probably, Axel, if you want to get back into this with Claw,
that's a good one.
I think we might be able to now, since this guy gave up on it, but with me and you and Claw, we might be able to, because this, I was already using my GPU to basically train and everything. Like it was on my own hardware.
We could nice.
Link it to train it to GPUs, But my GPU it took like a week to train with all the data. I was using the data from some exchange. But now, since we could kind of like trade with Hyperliquid, we can just connect the data from a Hyperliquid, and that's it, and train it.
Training your own model is not easy. You have a super strong GPU.
I have a 30 Ti, so it's decent. But you would need more but we could rent eventually GPU power too. So
modal, I think it's modal.com or modal.ai. Gives you a lot of power for not that much.
But you could see also, like in this code where I built it, you have like these the contracts API. So this was supposed
modal.com.
to be Uniswap.
Modal.com,
Trades. Was it here? Crypto Trader.
Yeah, we can definitely collaborate on something.
Yeah. You see, there was an actor and a critic. That's how it works. You need to have an actor who is like the prediction. He's acting, performing. I'm buying this now because I want to. It's a low price. I'm selling it now because, right? You have to have a guy that's doing that for you in the code.
Yeah.
And then you have the critic that's saying like, bro, you fucked up. You lost money. You slap the actor, like punishment.
Yeah.
So that's how that's what it does basically. And as it trades, as you can see, it's like it updates its actor and critic, right? So it maintains a newer version all the time, and it learns. So
it's interesting.
Definitely,
there's a lot. And this one's it's in Python.
Yeah, it's in Python. I had the front end in Next.js. The front end was communicating with the back end and everything, bro. It was like, and we could push the front end to like ICP, for example, and store the Python code somewhere. The structure worked, like front end connecting and everything.
That's awesome. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I've probably built and then destroyed like 30 different trading bots over the last year. But each time I built one, I feel like I learned a lot. And I found like it depends what your strategy is. Like if you're doing arbitrage, for example, like you have to have it written in Rust. And like, well, I don't know how to code Rust, but Claude Code does, GPT does.
We can do from like Python and like copy, write in Rust. And
so in Rust, like the latency is insanely fast. And if you host it in Japan, where like the Hyperliquid servers are located, then milliseconds make a difference. if that's your strategy. If you have a longer term strategy where you're not drawing for speed, it doesn't matter that much. But it's very interesting, and the learning also. There's models like there's this thing called Onyx, and it's specialized like mathematical models to train on trading data, but they're not like smart. They're not like an LLM, but it's like a statistical prediction model. So there's many layers.
A robo-quant, in other words.
Yeah, it's like a robo-quant. Yeah, and it's I did the crazy thing is if you use like Perplexity and you use deep research, that's how I find these things. Like the Perplexity Pro plan, you can really, be like, what do quant labs use? What are they actually building these things with? And surprisingly, a lot of this stuff is open source or very low cost. Where if you have some curiosity and can dedicate time, that's the thing. Is mostly just time. Pretty much anybody can figure out. I don't know about anybody, but yeah, if you have
you need
some understanding, you really want to do it, and you're not,
And if you want just a small plug, if you want access to indicators and everything, that's like you don't have to develop them yourselves. And Crown is, I think what are they on now? Are they on Teachable now? Aren't they? Theo?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, there you go. So he's got all the statistical sort of plugins that you can use, and you get daily stats and weekly stats, monthly stats, all sorts of
that's awesome.
Really interesting stuff. So if you don't want to have to spend all the time and develop a model yourself, they have very working models.
Oh, that's great. Yeah.
And also the autistic rage thrown in there.
No, that's great. We should definitely build the moon bot.
Yeah, we could rename it. So instead of FinTalk, call it like Moonrock.
The one I built was called the Rusty Goat.
Oh yeah, that's amazing. Imagine like we're gonna become like the new global world bank. Instead of BlackRock, it's gonna be called Moonrock.
Moonrock.
Hey, there you go.
Yeah.
And we're gonna have like a building in Times Square with like a big moon rock, like in front.
Times Square. Won't China have taken over by then? Won't it be in?
Oh God, I hope not. I mean,
they might buy the building, but we definitely have to either. Yeah, the Chinese.
We're paying rent, we're paying rent to the Chinese.
Oh, no, we're gonna buy the building. We're buying it. It's gonna have our title and it's gonna be owned by us.
We only have two indicators here. We have Moonboy's line and Moonboy's dollarized volume, I guess, right?
No, we have 5. One of them is just without a space. Just type in Moon Boys. Yeah.
Oh, am I in favorites or something? How do I get to all scripts? Yeah, it's not really coming up. I'm just getting these ones.
Let me see.
Just search the name on the right.
Yeah, right. I have all of them.
My next plan is I want to train an LLM on the books like Trading in the Zone and really give them a personality also.
Yeah, I actually haven't done much with LLMs and AIs and stuff for trading and stuff, but since I'm getting the DGM1 and it should be arriving like this month or something like that, they actually have integrated an AI within there. And it can actually do trades for you. It's got root access to everything on the device, and I'm actually pretty excited to test that out just to see how to go about that. Because I mean, an added complication is actually giving the AI access and control and sort of making it all sort of fairly safe for usage. That's a big hurdle to not have to sort of jump over before starting.
Yeah, for the script that I was showing you guys, like it was not arbitrage trading, but you could make it. You could basically pick a time frame how you want your bot to trade. Like that was my plan. You either wanted to make trades daily, weekly, hourly, or in a second, and from there you train it on those candlestick data. Have that bot like being a master millisecond trader or a master day trader or a master long-term weekly trader. He would only make trades like on a weekly candle close.
Yeah.
And so yeah, that was my strategy, and I do like the arbitrage. So we could definitely do both. We could have like a Moonrock, just stable kind of like trader strategy or with a frequency. And then also like one of those crazy like arbitrage hunters, like moon hunter, or something like that. But
those cool. You can get really creative. Like you can feed it the XAI API, and there's other specialized APIs for social sentiment, and then there's even people making bots on OpenClaw that go into Telegram and join groups and like become like friends with people and like, you know.
Yeah, I think I have a guy. I think I have a guy that's maybe OpenAI, bro. Because there's this one dude on this group chat, and I'm like, bro, you sound like AI.
It probably would be. Because people do that, and then their bot like joins these alpha groups and like makes friends with like some dev or something, and like 99%
He keeps
of it is
posting some
trash.
stupid shit like, "I am from the future. The market will dump."
Definitely a
I'm
bot.
like, bro.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, and people violate the terms of service with Telegram all the time because now they can mirror the screen, so they're not using the API. It actually lives on the phone and can use the phone like a human would.
That's right.
And then if it finds a capture or something, you can like call their human and be like, "Hey, bro, can you solve this capture for me?" And your phone will actually ring. You know, sure, I'll help you bypass the security.
Let me ask you guys something. Have
People
you
are
guys
nuts.
ever heard of any bots doing over 90%, like 90% well on trades? Any bot at all? Any AI
Oh yeah,
model?
Aladdin. Well, definitely the BlackRock bot, Aladdin for sure. I mean, that guy controls everything. That robot. It's
How
right
good-
here, Aladdin.
How good has it
BlackRock.
been?
Oh, that's the best. It's been amazing. The asset management is $26 trillion.
You
That's
serious?
how much money? Yep.
But at
26
the end of the day,
trillion.
you've got to train your bot on a strategy, and like the only way to like be profitable is with the strategy, and it has to be well defined. And not only that, it's never going to be like 99% hit rate.
BlackRock probably spent hundreds of millions on this fucking.
Oh yeah, this guy. I forgot the guy who created this. He was like in the 1990s. He was a very smart guy. He was doing like mortgage bond trading, and then he evolved this code. Now it like trades everything. It trades stocks. I think they integrated crypto recently with it in the last bear market.
That's only for their own use, right? Like nobody can use.
Oh yeah, no, this is their private client. Yeah, only for their private clients that have probably millions, billions.
Is there a way you can follow its trades?
I don't think it's.
I don't think it quite works like that. I think it's more like big money management, like big macro.
Yeah. So
yeah.
Wow.
Like
so it's not even people. This is crazy. It's not even a person managing it no more, right?
It hasn't been for a while.
Yeah.
They don't mess around.
No, they don't. They don't.
Copy trading Aladdin.
There's a nice article right here. Oh, it's kind of, you need to log in. I have to log in, but yeah. So it's there is this one that one I'm familiar with. But in terms of like open source, something that's built by people, I remember there was a project that I think it's like that wanted to do it. It was called Numerare, I think Numerare coin.
Numerary AI.
Numerare AI or whatever. Yeah. So they were trying to like get a bunch of people to write scripts, and then whoever's AI script is the most profitable. So you could kind of maybe take a look at this and see if we could take a look at this and see maybe leaderboard.
There's a crypto
right here. Oh, so this guy made 410%. This robot right here, Burger, whatever the hell. Its 1 year API is 9%. This guy had 68%.
What's the guy that has 1300% right here?
Wait, can I like? Oh, there we go. Okay, so Shatter DX makes on every year 72%. Interesting.
Shatter DX.
Yeah, Shatter DX, and you can see the model. Oh yeah, but this is a project that you kind of have to get into. I don't know if they're still running. Is this coin still operational?
That's been my question so many times.
Yeah, like, 56 million market cap.
That I had, they're dead.
Like, I don't know if the team is still there. I mean, it still kind of looks like it hasn't made all-time low, so that's good, you know, in a way, if you think about it.
Let me ask you: do you think they're gonna allow someone to create an AI model that's hitting about 95% on trades? You're not gonna get paid a visit.
I mean, well, yeah, this one trades 1 year return 73%, and it's managing $4 million. It's somebody staked 100,000 Numerar coins into it. So, the company still exists, and it's I think cumulative stake MMC score of all models in the past.
Yeah, it's still active.
So, one of my favorite axioms in trading, from all the books I've read, is the Ray Dalio. Says, and this guy Van Tharp. If you guys haven't read these books, they're like insane. But it's cut your losers fast and let your winners run. So you don't need 90%. If you got 51%, you're good. But as long as you know, zero emotion, like if you said, I'm going to cut it, if it drops, you're out, right? And if it goes back up, whatever, it's like, doesn't matter, you know. But as long as you cut your losers fast and then you let your winners run and you have a target, that's it. And then the other big premise, you guys probably agree on it, is a position size. So there's an experiment where the Van Tharp Institute, I think it's called, they had an experiment where they had the same portfolio, just different positions, and it made all the difference.
Is that the Sharpe ratio?
I'm not sure. It might be. They called it Kelly criterion, I think. Just position sizing.
It basically gives you risk.
If you go big on, I mean, you go big on one that, you know, your position's bigger because you have more conviction, and then, you know, that's it really makes you think, like, you know, maybe it's not the best trade, but you went big and you got 2 points on it and you sold. That's good, right?
Yeah, it's all about strategy, you know. Like as I was kind of like intraday trading VIX, you know, and last week, for example, I bought Wednesday. I made like a nice like 10-15% on Thursday. I got out, but then, you know, on Friday, like if I would have held those contracts, I would have made another like 25%. But, you know, I didn't want to risk holding those contracts, and then, you know, who the hell knew Iran might have never happened. So
but you hit your goal. That's the point.
Yeah,
I haven't traded anything in a while now. Actually, I've just been watching and reading books and learning. But someday I'll
drop the 80K. I've been DCAing only. That's it. I mean, I haven't really been trading as the same as you, Axel. It's just
no trading, just paper, just, you know, trying to learn, read, kind of Zen mode, and that's okay too, because you can reset your brain where the bear market.
And it's a perfect time to start DCAing too. So
it's a lot more fun when you're not losing anything, or you don't win anything, but, you know, it's like.
Well, I have a saying for that. Like last week, it kind of sucks that the stream died, but we were going very well with a nice tip. So basically, you have to kind of like first understand your risk, because trading is very emotional based, and until you put in enough stake where your emotions are getting triggered, you're kind of. Paper trading won't do that for you, because your brain is, even though we're all like unga dunga brains, but to fool your brain, you cannot just, hey, $1 billion in paper trade, you know, oh wow, I made 100 million, amazing, in paper. Your brain is not stupid, like, you know, like, it's gonna be like, bro, you made zero, don't fool me, like, go ride a bike. Like, so so you kind of have to like first understand like your risk, and everybody's risk is different. Like for me, it could be like, you could start off with like 1 and just add a 0. So like, is $1 something you're willing to lose? Most people would say yes, unless maybe you're like in somewhere in a very poor country. Like at $10, are you willing to lose? Again, for me, yes. $100, now I'm already thinking like, okay, $100, I could take a person out on a date, you know. But for another person, $100 could be still willing to lose. You go up. What is yours, right? Maybe it's 1,000. That's when you want to start like trading with that money, because you're gonna feel the emotions, and then you're gonna learn with like when something goes up 100% from that like investment. You're going to be like, okay, wow. Are you going to start getting greedy? Because you're like, wow, I'm finally getting rich. I'm making money, you know? So like, you really have to get your emotions under control with trading. And your emotions will only spike when you start dealing with higher and higher amounts that are more unfathomable to you, I guess is the word. So like, especially if you use leverage and you know, like you borrow like 100K and you never had 100K in your life.
Yeah,
So
it's like getting forged in the fire.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no, it's true. And that book, I love that. I always talk about the Trading in the Zone. Like, it's just such a phenomenal book. And if you're not you don't have time to read and stuff, just audiobook. And the narration is amazing. I mean, it's all about emotions in trading. Like 90% of the book, it talks about like some guy or a kid getting bitten by a dog. You know, so like every time he sees a dog, it's like, and it's like it's the same in the market. If you got killed in the market, then you're like, I don't know how many people.
That's how Ivan predicted October 8th. It was based on him getting wrecked in the past. Telling you. Otherwise, I mean, I didn't predict October 8th. I was bullish, but Ivan, he had more experience. He got wrecked heavily.
Even Wizard flipped bullish that day.
That's funny. I didn't know. What did he? That's funny.
Yeah, he was short the whole bull market up until that day, and then he flipped bullish, and then the market nuked, and he was just like,
"Oh
what
my
the fuck?
goodness!"
Yeah.
Is that why he crashed out on me then?
Oh yeah, exactly.
All makes sense now. All makes sense.
Exactly.
Now.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Can't win them all.
I mean, at the end of the day, just touching on that, it's very important whether you're trading, investing, hodling, whatever. The best portfolio is literally the one that helps you sleep best at night. If the volatility is killing you and you can't sleep, you're over leveraged and you're overexposed, and or you've got a bad entry or something like that. So, I mean, it's the best way to manage emotions is just if you're getting too emotional, take a step back and reconsider. Yeah. I mean, if you're getting emotional, that's not good trading. That's not good.
Yeah, they get addicted to the adrenaline too.
Yeah, the dopamine hit is.
Yeah, it's like that's when you start seeing all the memes and the crazy stuff.
If that adrenaline is hitting, that means you got most of your money in the market.
I mean, I have all my money in the market, but I literally I manage my risk correctly. I'm mainly spot. If I'm doing short-term trades, I use high leverage, but I mean, my risk is my trade, and if it all goes sour, then I'm only.
When you say you use high leverage, what are you doing? What are you talking about? 10x, 20x?
No, my standard is 69x. You must know.
Did he just say?
Yeah, man.
69x.
What do you got on there? Like what? $10, $20, $100?
Yeah.
It's not that much on there.
It's not much. No, but I mean, you do what you got to do. If I'm doing a short,
that's how much he's willing to lose. So he's doing like he's doing it right. If he would have put like $1,000 on 69x, he wouldn't be sleeping. He would be like Matt's would be sleeping and with his phone.
In the blink of an eye, you could get liquidated.
No, but it depends. At the end of the day, you've got to see the position size. That's the only thing that matters. You can have like $2,000-3,000 and just have it like on a 2x, and you can match that exact same size with much less money. And if you set a stop loss and basically you work out what your R is, you can actually boost the leverage and just calculate that. And literally, it's a good way to only lose exactly what you're willing to lose. I mean, everyone falls into the trap of, I'm going to leave it open. It's gone against me a little bit. It will come back. And then it's like well against you. So, it's just it works for me. And I only trade with small accounts when I'm doing big leverage. But I mean, my main portfolio, 99% of it is all spot.
Are you saying you set your stop loss right above liquidation?
No. So if you were to do any trade and you work out how much your stop loss is going to be and whatnot, you can actually instead of do say $1,000 and you're putting it on 2x.
Yeah.
You could actually get the exact same position size. So when you take the trade, it will tell you your position size, your total position size. You can achieve an exact same position size with much less money as long as you're willing to accept that risk. And normally that risk for me is more than acceptable. And if I had done it the other way, greed will get to you. So you always have the urge of, it will come back. It will go against me. And then you always stand the chance of losing way more than what you initially set out to. So I find that for me it works, and that's all that matters to me.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And it's also very short term, like massive emphasis on that. This is like intraday. I'm sitting at the computer for a few hours and I'm doing it. It's not like you don't want to hold those overnight. Normally, that's when you get wrecked.
Yeah, because you could lose it as a blink of an eye.
That's the one.
You're $10.
Yep. Yeah, you need to have more skill, and again, that risk, that R, that is the most important, because that's. Have to ask yourself, what is that your risk? And again, it's easiest way, $1, keep adding zeros until your brain literally says like, once your brain says, there you go.
Yeah.
Matt only posts the wins though, not the losses.
I know, I post the losses as well. I haven't been trading though, so you haven't got it.
Yep.
Hell yeah. Any final thoughts, guys, before we wrap?
We didn't go over the news, but I don't know if we do. Should we do that?
Oh yeah, should we do a quick weather report there, Rob?
Yeah, if you guys want to keep up with the latest and greatest. Let's see.
Okay, let's do it.
There's not much.
We'll leave everybody off with what has happened in the past. What is it? The kind of week, I guess, last week. So Theo, do you want to do it or?
You got this.
All right. So Zach XBT releases investigation into Axiom employee Brooke, who shared sensitive private wallet data for profit. Wallets connected to Brooks Profit, 400K betting. Yes. Axiom on the associated Polymarket trade. Jack Dorsey's block lays off 40% of staff, citing AI efficiency. Block gains 25% overnight. Vitalik reveals Ethereum's post-quantum roadmap. Anthropic rejects U.S. government's request for unfettered access. Magic Eden kills EVM NFT and ordinals marketplaces. 10-year treasury yields falls below 4% for the first time since November. 30-year mortgage rate falls below 6% for the first time since 2022. South Korean tax agency accidentally posts seed phrases online, leading to $4.8 million theft.
What?
Morgan Stanley plans to offer Bitcoin trading, yield lending, and custody. U.S. and Iran to begin serious nuclear talks on Monday. Mara Mining posts a $1.7 billion Q4 net loss. Trump's American Bitcoin posts $59 million
What is
loss.
power?
Well, yeah.
This huge green bow. What the heck? Oh, now it's gone red. What the heck was that?
That's crazy. Right on during the news. But we have a couple more. U.S. jobless report comes in. Samsung reveals first agentic AI phone powered by Perplexity. UK Gambling Commission considers allowing gamblers to pay with crypto. Minnesota proposes ban on virtual currency kiosks. Google drops Nano Banana 2 AI image generator. New Hippo token Jelly Bean runs to 5 million market cap overnight. And Ethos launches human verification program.
Oh, Jelly Bean's pumping, actually. Look at that. That's crazy.
Wow.
Just we
Trending.
talked about it.
What is jelly?
What is power as well, right?
Very short term.
We could take a look at this power thing. Jelly Bean is like another hippo baby. I'm not too worried about it, but
It's a meme.
power does look
protocol.
pretty significant. We could take a look at this as well. Power Protocol, the ecosystem for blockchain entertainment. Binance Alpha. Power Protocol is the infrastructure layer powering the single unified ecosystem for blockchain entertainment, from hit games like Fableborn to new studios, global IP and AI native products. Power fuels a system where every participant compounds the value of the whole. Interesting. Partnered with Ronin, Matt.
Spartan?
Yeah, we'll have to speak to Gooseman, see if he knows anything about that.
Yeah,
Or,
you definitely will.
Kagi. Kagi's well in there with Ronin.
Very interesting. Cool. Any thoughts before we wrap there, guys?
Kind of looks like a Binance pump and dump, though.
Exactly.
Before you guys go, have you guys ever been take a look at that BlockDAG website, the BlockDAG? That's BlockDAG. It looked like a scam that has that ongoing
Wasn't that
yeah. This thing never stops. It just keeps starting over and over and over and over.
That's amazing.
no, what was that?
Rom, this is your old project, right?
No, I am up. I'm going to be making the Charlie Bolt news today, though. So definitely stay tuned on Telegram and Twitter for the announcement.
I don't know how this thing keeps going.
Well, it's just a vibe coded scam website, right?
Seems to be.
Yeah. So I'm gonna update the front end with the newer docs, and we're gonna re-apply for the token update page from Etherscan, which is gonna be important, of course.
Why is the kid bearish? Why is he wearing a bear costume?
Well, because he got bit. So Charlie Bull, and the bears are crying. That's
Oh,
I get it. Okay.
What are you planning to release? Are you going to wait a couple of years when we come
gonna
back
have to wait till Bitcoin goes back up, man. There's not really a point for releasing the token now. It would just get eaten up by the. Yeah.
I thought the token's already out though.
It is, but I haven't pushed it but most of it. It's just a test amount, like 100 tokens on Uniswap.
That's right. Yeah. Cool.
Yeah. So just take. We're gonna post on Twitter and Telegram the announcement.
This is a fake Nano Banana 2 website.
Yeah, you got to be careful. This is crazy how much of these fake AI like OpenClaw, so now a Nano Banana. Oof. And I remember for me, Gemini just like completely stopped working yesterday. See, and I just closed the tab even. I was like, you know what, I'm done. Google. I just closed the tab. It's gonna be interesting to see how people are gonna end up paying $30 a month for Gemini in a year or so. My guess, they probably won't unless it's subsidized.
I gladly pay.
It's going to be very difficult because you have a lot of people that's still using Google's AI so easy. A lot of people's just going to be using Google's getting in the way. If they wasn't giving out like
Gemini is Google's AI, and they're charging $30.
Yeah, but they're charging what, $30?
$30, yeah.
So they're going to have to put a reduction in the normal free AI. They'd have to pull back on that. a little bit. You know,
I don't even think you would be able to use Gemini as a free product. They would maybe give you like a little prompt in the Google search, and that's about it. Like, I think they're just gonna have to make it because they're investing so much money. They need it's if they don't monetize it, they're gonna get into the problem that Meta had with their virtual reality investment, where like they invested so much, but nobody was buying their Oculus in the demand that their investment was, and then it was like done. They had to shut it down. Basically, they're shutting it down. So Google will have that
haven't
problem.
The government said that they're going to try and sort of like prop it up? No, not prop it up. Like they haven't. They're going to be very involved in the AI tech companies. I don't know. Are they really going to let them sort of go bankrupt if there's so much money and investment in there?
No, they won't go bankrupt, but it's gonna cause like a big recession that's gonna be coming. I drew this out, like I was trying to explain it to my mom even and my friends, but basically like it's gonna be hard to. Long story short, you have like the equation of economy is basically companies and people on one end, and then on the bottom you have like the government that kind of takes the money from both the company, right? So what's happening now is you have another person coming in, which is called a robot AI, to replace the people. And the companies are like what we just saw with the news with Block. They fired 40%.
Yeah, I was going to say with
30%.
this company now. Yeah,
their stock went up like 30% overnight. So they're going to keep firing. But what does that mean when they're firing people? That half of the equation of the economy is getting kicked out the road. Like the AI is not going to buy a Netflix subscription. The AI is not going to buy a new Toyota RAV4 to drive to work every day. You know, the AI is not going to buy food from Starbucks. So, but the people who are losing these jobs.
Yeah, it does mean
right.
An
so
initially in productivity, though, doesn't it?
Initially, it's an increase in valuation, but once these companies are not going to make any more net profit because the people who they're firing are not buying their products or using their services, they're going to again blame the people that are still working in they're not going to blame the robot. They're not going to blame Claw for losing profits. And that's how stupid, and they're overlooking this whole situation. They're going to fire more people again. So now what we can enter very soon, very bearish would be, is the companies keep firing people stupidly, thinking AI is the solution. The government keeps backing this AI investment. And in reality, what's going to happen is like communism. All the people that are going to get fired are going to get screwed so bad that they're going to blame the rich that it was their fault. And you're going to have people like Bernie Sanders that are going to get all the voter base. And they're going to, again, put strict regulations on companies. And yep, you'll have more taxes and everything. And then probably a big recession.
I think we already got too much taxes.
Sounds lovely. Bring on the recession.
But that's a big risk if they keep pushing this, like, or they needs to stop. Like, but firing people is not good because like that's the profits that are going to get eventually eaten away from the companies, and the valuations are all not going to make sense.
They really don't make sense.
I don't know when that will happen though. This is long-term prediction. It might not happen until like 2-3 years from now. Yeah.
Cool. Good show, guys. Let's move it to the Patreon after party. If you're watching on YouTube, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks so much for watching. We're here every Sunday, 12:35 p.m. Central Time. See you on the next one. Moon Boys out. Cheers.
Nice.